Hey everyone, and welcome. This is the first episode of a longer, less cut series, sort of showing how I did get through this random challenge, and also another playthrough of that random challenge with the same mods, just so that I can see what other combinations and cursed things will come up.
You must be a glutton for punishment!
And right away, I spawn under the world and die. Now, this is actually not good, because the game starts you off with a lot of supplies, including your hub capsule, as well as a weapon to defend yourself, of which I have now lost. So now I have the uniquely difficult situation of starting Satisfactory with nothing to defend myself with. And yet I have to go to the deposits to get all the resources I lost before I can even start. And all those deposits are guarded by good old boys. After putting my hub down, it was time for me to go get my first bit of iron by hand, while trying not to be killed by this chill Chad over here. We could just both live here, man. You don't need to be upset. It's big enough for two of us, man. There's no end to this ore. What have you got to miss? Like, really? Now, I thought it was going to be rinse and repeat. Just do the same process at the copper ore and then at the limestone deposit, and get everything I need without actually being hurt or ever in any real danger. But it's at this copper deposit that I realized that was not the case. For when I decided that I finally got enough copper for now, only 100 ore, it was time to go. Waited for him to be on one side, and I jumped off the other side and ran and ran. And it was only after I had run a little bit that I noticed he had started following me all the way back to my hub. Oh, back up, bud. Look, man, I'm about to make a weapon. You don't want me to use it on you first, do you? Go fuck yourself. Hey! Get out of here. That's what I thought, bitch. Oh! Okay, I'm sorry. Well, now what do I do? What do I do indeed? For my crafting bench is in the middle, right there, to the right, and I need to sit there for a good couple minutes before I can make anything. You stay there, I'll be right with you. After crafting a few iron ingots, I am feeling a little on edge, so I decide to check where this good old boy is, just to be safe. Big mistake.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Buddy, you need to really just leave me alone. Eventually, like a dog chasing a cat up the tree, I'm the cat. He loses interest a little bit, gives me some space, which allows him to get caught on the edge of my hub long enough for me to craft the means to deal with him. Hey, bud. Thanks for being patient. I have a gift for you now. Sup, Chief? Ouch! Yeah, go screw yourself. And now, after a whole hour and a half, I am now getting back my portable miners that I lost at the start of the run. And finally, I can start playing Satisfactory. although the early game grind is not nearly done, for I have a couple hundred, if not even 1,000 or more iron ingots needed to do a full proper starter setup. I'm not in any risk from some good old boys nabbing me in the back. I set up some miners at a local iron deposit, and I just wait and enjoy the view. Bringing the iron ore I got back to the hub, I make a little smeltery right next to the base to get through all these ores and turn them into the ingots I need to properly progress.
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
After refilling the smelter, I want to check on my concrete production, something I very quickly just threw together. I noticed that my production was a little slow, so I decided to check the machine and see what's up. Oh. Maybe I should have just hand-made it. That is just ridiculous. Oh shit, yeah! There we go! This is what you're supposed to be doing. It's actually pretty good. It's not bad. There we go. A bit of a rough start, but we're getting there. We're getting there.
Milestone reached. You have unlocked several structures aimed to provide the first needed to build basic factory infrastructure and improved overview.
And now I have what I need to really begin building my base. Now that I have an area for containers to start storing all my necessities and resources, I connect my one line that I have made for concrete. This is it. The game is finally starting. With that being said, I think now is a good time to explain how this random mod actually works. You see, the base recipes, your iron plates, your iron rods, your wire and all that, that's all normal, vanilla. That way the game is actually playable. But whenever you get a new recipe, whatever is needed for that recipe is randomized based on all of the other recipes you already have unlocked. So it is in my best interest to learn as many of the alternate recipes and MAM recipes as I can before unlocking higher milestones at the hub. That way, all those recipes only require easier things. Because if I get a recipe in the MAM after I've, say, learned how to make encased industrial beams, there's a chance that it will call for encased industrial beams, and I don't want that. Sure. It was finally time. Time for me to make the beginning factory, where I automate my iron plates, rods, screws, wire, cable, and concrete, and deliver it back to the base. This is one of those few times where I'm going to do some cuts, simply because this beginning factory is not built any different than it would be in a regular Satisfactory run, because all the recipes for that and the stuff needed for it are normal. Not to mention, about 90% of the time I spent doing it is spent crafting at the craft bench, just making more iron plates to keep the build going.
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to increase the complexity and efficiency of your factory.
Now, I know some of you watching may be thinking, why did you make containers at your base and then make containers here, like 100 meters away? Well, the reason why is because it takes way too much iron plates to get this stuff all the way over here. That's one reason. The next and more important reason is that I want to unlock the stackable conveyor poles before I bring everything over there. I don't want to bring 6 or 7 lines straight from over here. It'd be a highway over there, and it's just gonna look too ugly. Like, obviously, looking at this, I obviously don't care that much, but I care enough. The base itself has to look good. The rest of this shit, I don't care. Finally, that feels good. Healthy supply of concrete. Yes. Let's go check the other stuff. Alright, those 2 miners, they're doing their thing. That one's doing their thing. Yes, yes. Now, the last time I played this with these mods, I needed a lot of copper, but you know, I was thinking of just setting up a bunch of copper, but I don't know what it's gonna roll this time. I'll probably need a bunch of something else. Another thing I'd like to explain at this point is a lot of you OG Satisfactory players will see my setup and think, wow, he does not care about efficiency at all. He's got 1-to-1 machines and there is going to be waste and a backlog. And yes, you are right, there is going to be waste, there is going to be backlog, but I do care a lot about efficiency and making things perfectly efficient. But you see, it's actually impossible for me to make everything 100% efficient. This is going to dip from anywhere between like 8 iron or a minute and like 120. So there's no way I can set it up to always work, but at least when this slows down, this will catch up whenever it speeds up. Right now, it's actually doing pretty good. It's faster than normal. This is a bit slow, you know, but this is moving pretty good. But, oh, this one's not moving fast at all. Yeah, really slow. But sooner or later, this one's going to slow down, this one will speed up, and it'll sort of all even out, eventually. At the end of the day, as long as I'm getting something, I just don't care. At least not for this run. And what do you know? Look at that. It's all running smoothly. I'm getting something. So at this point, I think this is going to be the end of the first video. I've gotten my basic setup, so I'm ready to continue and do the next stage. I believe in the next video I will be looking into researching assemblers and getting all those extra parts. The copper sheets, your rotors, modular frames, and we will learn together exactly just what kind of cursed shit is going to be thrown my way. And with that, I bid you all farewell. See you in the next part.